Hi, I'm Laurie, and welcome to your prenatal, very gentle yoga stretch. What you're going to need today is a mat, and I'm always recommending a block just to give yourself that little bit extra room that we may need. Now today it's going to be more about just releasing instead of energizing. So this is something great to do after your workouts or right before bed, or just whenever your body is craving that little extra release or stretch that we may need. Go ahead, meet me in a seated position, make some small adjustments to find that neutral pelvis, and then start to find complete stillness. As we inhale, take the hands to the rib cage, fill up the front, sides, and back of the rib cage. And then as we exhale, feel the hands go in. Inhale, fill up the rib cage. Exhale, bring those shoulders down and away from the ears. One more time, inhale, expand through the rib cage, and exhale, release. Release the chin towards the chest and start to draw a necklace with the chin until the left ear goes to the left shoulder and the right ear goes to the right shoulder. Continue drawing this necklace for about 5 times each side, inhaling to one side, pause, exhaling to another, pause. Do this very slow. Feel the stretch of the side. The next time the left ear meets the left shoulder, hold here for a few rounds of breath. To take this stretch a little bit deeper, inhale this right arm, reach it off and over to the right side of the room, and then exhale, place it down onto the ground, and see if you can let that left ear just melt a little bit more. Extending this right hand, deepening the stretch along the right track. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, bring the right hand back to the knee and just make those slow circles, keeping the eyes fairly soft. And the next time the right ear meets the right shoulder, hold here for a few rounds of breath, lengthening along the left track. If you'd like to advance this stretch or take a little bit farther, inhale, left arm reaches off and over to the left side. Exhale, bring those fingertips to the ground. Release right ear, right shoulder a little bit deeper. Lengthening along the left trap. Big deep inhale. As you exhale, bring the left hand back to the left knee and continue those circles to the left shoulder, to the right ear. One more round. Hold right shoulder, right ear, and now let's take it along the back of the neck. So right around the back of the collar. Just right to left, very slow. Do that one more time. Next time you come to center, just bring it back up to a neutral spine. Inhale, crown long. Exhale, shoulders down and away from the ears. Keep the sits bones grounded. As you inhale, bring the arms up. As you exhale, right arm reaches up and over. Keep that right sits bone grounded. It's not a deep stretch, because if it is, we're looking like that. Draw the right shoulder blade back and then side bend a little bit more. Inhale up and exhale other side. Left arm reaches up and over. Keep the left sits bone grounded. Inhale, left shoulder blade draws back. Exhale, side bend a little bit deeper. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, right arm reaches up and over. Hold here. This time, let that chin just kind of melt towards the left armpit, feeling a nice stretch along the neck. Inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, other side. Left arm reaches up and over. Big, deep, expansive inhale. Exhale, let that right chin just melt to the right armpit. Inhale, arms towards the sky, spine as long. As we exhale, interlace the fingers and bring it behind the neck. Exhale, release shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale, press your head against the hands. And then as you exhale, gently draw the chin towards the chest with the hands very slowly. Few rounds of breath here. very slowly, draw it back up to a neutral spine. Inhale, grow the spine long. Press against the hands. And exhale, draw it on in, just using gravity and the weight of the hands to bring it back down very gently. Maybe this time you're going a little deeper, maybe not. One more full round of breath. On the next inhale, bring it back up to a neutral spine, arms reach long. On the exhale, open through the chest, draw the elbows slightly behind the rib cage, opening up at the chest and the front of the delts, not overextending at the bellies. Inhale up, exhale, draw it back, opening up the chest and the front of the delts. Inhale up, and exhale, draw it in. One more deep, expansive inhale. As we exhale, let the hands come to the knees, neutral spine. Bring the feet right in front of you. Hands go behind, tenting at the fingertips. If you need to, you can always bring it to a blocks. From here, we're just bringing it into a nice internal rotation of the hips, on one side at least. That's where we're going to really start to feel it. Going very slowly, side to side. So when we bring it to the left, we're feeling it along the inside of the right hip. Bring it back to center, and when we go over to the right, we're feeling it along the inside of the left hip. Inhale to center, exhale, release. Inhale to center, exhale to release. Inhale to center. This time we're going to hold. Maybe we're up here. You can always place a block underneath that right knee if needed, or maybe you're down here. Just kind of melt into this pose. One more deep round of breath. And on the exhale, hinge the upper body forward, widen the base. Inhale, arms reach up. And on the exhale, grab a hold of that left tricep and feel a nice stretch along that tricep. One more round of breath here. And on the exhale, release, bring it back. Knees will float off. Just bring it back center, and let's start to bring it back to that nice rotation of the hips. Side to side, massaging the glutes as well. Inhaling to bring it up. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring it up. This time, hold and just melt into this pose. Maybe you're up here, or maybe we're leaning back just a little bit. Just don't overextend at the belly. Let the left knee just melt in towards the earth. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath. Big, deep, expansive inhale. On the exhale, hinge the upper body forward, widen the base. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. And on the exhale, grab a hold of that right tricep and just give that upper body a nice stretch. You'll also feel it along the back of the right hip and along the low back on the right side. A few rounds of breath here. On the next inhale, release, bring the feet out in front of you and come back to that rotation of the hips, just side to side. Upper body is nice and lifted. If you have really short arms, you may want to block. I do. Big deep inhale up. On the exhale, bring it down. Now this time we're going to go a little bit farther. If you would like, bring this left foot off, and then you can use the weight of the left foot to just guide that right knee down, intensifying the stretch. You can always stay with the previous version. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath. If you'd like to add a nice little upper body stretch to it, inhale, upper body long, spine long, and on the exhale, release left ear down to left shoulder until the chin is just melting towards the chest. On the next inhale, bring the left foot back off to the ground And just little side rocks, side to side. Inhale up to center, and on the exhale, let's start to melt. Now we can stay right here. If you'd like to take it one step farther, inhale right foot off of the ground, and you can use it to just gently guide it off and over. You may want to just place a block right here as well. That's an option. Not twisting from the belly. Belly's pointing this way. Hands right here. Could always have a block right here if needed. Big, deep, expansive inhale. And on the exhale, right ear goes towards that right shoulder. And just let the chin melt. Inhale back up to neutral spine. Release this right foot off and just sway it side to side again. Now we're going to take it to our deepest stretch yet. You can always stay with the previous version. Big deep inhale. On the exhale, knees go off and over to the left. Now we're letting this right knee melt and then extend the left leg long. So just like so, maybe heel toeing this right ankle back and then just letting it go back. Now I'm staying right here. I could come to my palms to intensify the stretch. You could come to the forearms as well. If you are super flexible, just go into it very slowly and try not to overextend at the belly too much. But you're welcome to take this deeper if it's not enough. Deep, expansive inhale, grow the spine long. And exhale, let's bring that left ear back to the left shoulder. Sometimes we carry a lot of tension in the neck. Really just want to get that out today. Some days we just don't feel like moving, especially towards the second and third trimester. Honor those days, honor your body, and just give your body what it needs, whatever stretches those are. Inhale up to neutral spine. Let's draw this left heel in towards the right knee. Bring this right foot out and just give yourself that sway side to side. Massaging the glutes as well. Last time, inhale up, and on the exhale, melt that left inside of the knee towards the ground and then extend the left leg long. To intensify it, just start to walk this left heel back, maybe adjusting the pelvis slightly. Inhale up. And on the exhale, bring it to the palms. You can always stay on a block. If you'd like to bring it back to the forearms, feel free to. Just try not to overextend at the belly. It may make it a little difficult to get up. This is enough for me. One side is probably going to feel a little bit tighter than the other. Big deep inhale, growing the spine long, and then exhale, right ear, right shoulder, releasing along the trap again. Inhale, spine back to center. Bring that right heel in and then sway the upper body forward and just come into a nice tabletop position. Equal weight along the hands and the knees. As we inhale, open up the chest by just looking forward. Don't overextend at the belly. Just open up from the chest. And then as we exhale, gentle press up for cat. So very gentle cow and cats. Just give that spine a nice little massage. Very small range of motion. Bring it back to a neutral position. Inhale, grow the top of the head forward. As you exhale, shift the weight into the left hand and bring that right hand underneath the body. We're going into this very slow. Start to extend the left arm long, coming down to the right forearm. And then just walk it until we can come to our hips. So we may not want to come to the ear on this like we typically do. So you're welcome to just stay on the forehead, or if you would like, you can rotate the right ear down on the mat if that feels better. Find what works for you. Find what feels most comfortable and relaxing. For me, it's on the forehead today. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath, just opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest and the lats. Start to draw the left hand back to frame the face. Inhale, press off through the left hand, and exhale, bring the right hand back to that tabletop position. Inhale for a gentle cow, just the chest, and exhale for a gentle cat. Inhale, gentle cow. Exhale, gentle cat. One more time. Very small range of motion. Hold that neutral position. Inhale, grow the top of the head forward. As we exhale, bring this left hand underneath the right, coming down to the left forearm. Start to extend the right hand long, and then we're just placing the forearm on the hand and extending the left even more, threading the needle on the forehead. If you would like to, if it feels more comfortable for you, you can always bring it to the left ear, but that may put some pressure on the hips that you don't want, so I always prefer it on my head. But it's up to you. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own unique way, and everyone's body is very unique, especially during this precious time. Take a few moments and a few rounds of breath, releasing tension in the shoulders and the chest and the lats. If you were on the left ear, just draw it back to the forehead and unthread this left hand. Extend the left arm forward along with the right. Keep the hips stacked over the knees and just feel a nice release along the chest and the lats while both hands extend forward, and then just let the triceps melt towards the mat. We're not overextending at the belly here. The focus is on the upper body, along those triceps, lats, chest, and upper back. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath, just releasing what we need to.
So if you're ever walking next to me, you can't believe a single word I say. Hey.
Take one more full round of breath, and then draw both hands to frame the head. Release the forearms down on the mat and just widen your knees to mat distance. Bring the toes together and start to send the hips back towards the heels, coming into child's pose. Reset the top of the forehead and then start to extend the arms long, coming into child's pose with wide legs. With every inhale, just reach the fingertips a little more towards the front of the mat, and with every exhale, gently send the hips back towards the heels for a very deep, expansive hip opener. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath.
Make it boring. I've never seen myself in me, but I can't find my feet without a candle.
You're welcome to stay in this child's pose, but if you'd like to get more of an upper body stretch with this, bring the hands to prayer position and then draw the hands right behind the neck. The elbows are now forward. Start to inch the elbows forward, 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 and then just release from the lats and the triceps a little bit more. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath. Again, you are welcome to stay right here, but if you'd like to take the stretch more towards the hips, if your hands were in that prayer position, release them long, and then bring the hands to the small of the back. So the palms are just resting on the mat, and interlace them however that feels comfortable for you. And just use the weight of the hands to gently guide the hips a little closer towards the heels. With every inhale, fill the rib cage, and every exhale, just let the weight from the hands deepen the stretch. You're welcome to stay in this child's pose for as long as you'd like, but when you are ready, frame the face with both hands, gently press off, and start to make some hip circles, front and back, keeping that breath nice and steady. Hold center, cross at the ankles, and just come back to a nice, easy seat, hands at heart center. Let's take one deep, expansive breath together to end this yoga stretching session. Inhale, arms reach up, and exhale, hands to heart. Once more, fill up that rib cage as we inhale, and exhale, bring it down. I hope this was just what your body needed. Always honor your body and give yourself the stretches and poses, and whatever your body is craving today, give it to yourself because you deserve it. Have a wonderful rest of the day, Mama.